Hello, hi, welcome back to, hello, this is the recording, LOL. Hello, future Sean here. I was editing this and I ended up making a statement in it, but I want to tell you now to go ahead and jump to 6 minutes and 21 seconds if you want the audio to be significantly better. Otherwise, you go through the beginning and I didn't have a microphone on. Alright, thank you. Alright, hello, hi, howdy, hey. Hi, howdy, hey. Welcome back to the channel. That was a weird intro. That was weird. I didn't like any of that. Do one little... Welcome back to the channel. My name is Agent00sonic. Look at the camera. Okay, this is a deep dive into day 21 to 30. 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. Okay, yeah. 10 drawings. And it's essentially where I go over my shorts that I've created throughout the channel. And I put them in a nice little thing here, more in-depth, more detailed view of the pieces. Let's get started. Day 21. Oh, if you haven't seen, I'll have the playlist around here somewhere. Now back to it. Alright, day 21. We're going to have to zoom in this camera. La 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 la. Okay. Perfect. A jackal. After doing a lot of research when I did this short and everything, I was looking up jackals and my first thing was thinking about jackal. Is it a jackal? I don't know if I'm going to put like some Family Guy insert skit thing here, but...
Jackal! It's a jackal! Jackal! Time!
The animal that Anubis was based off of and a few other notable Egyptian things, I learned a lot. I was stuck between creating the jackal with the face structure or if I was doing like a full body dog. And so when I got down to this part, obviously I'm looking at it now, if this part of the, I don't know if this is called, forgive me, I should have made this over here, more over on top of the dog, that way it doesn't look just awkwardly stiff. Clothing is my weakness. I should have did that. And of course, hey, hey Venus. My dog is, hey girl, just hopped on the window. I'll pause this real quick. We're back on that. Okay. She hopped up for some reason. I went outside and she just wanted to play. I was just out there earlier with her. So back to jackal. I liked the cross hatching. I wish I would have did more for this. I like the red outline, and I think I get kind of obsessed with doing that for a little bit. I give this one, I was teetering between a 7 and 5. This is really killing me looking at it now, and especially with how I could have did the body and then went out a little bit more. Yeah, this was draped over this a little bit more, and then the same size as that, of course. Let's give it a 6. Day 2, oop, that was day 3. Day 2, deer antlers. So, my friend, an old coworker named Debbie, we both did art and we worked at, it was an interesting place. She is a beautiful artist and she created, do I have the book near me? Where is it? Oh, I do, it's right here. In this little sketchbook here, she created, where's it at? It was just a quick sketch too. This beautiful deer. Yeah, here it is. Put it on camera. She created this beautiful deer. And I was like, oh my goodness. And then there's mine. I was like, okay, so I wanted to draw a deer antlers with that similar thing in mind. Looking at mine now, my biggest crux is trying to figure out if I want to do realism or a cartoon. And I think my style is slowly being a weird amalgamation of both. So the eyes were a little wonky because I was trying to do a full portfolio or profile, and I should have made the eyes a little bit more smaller and not as buggy. Cross-hatching was pretty decent. I ended up doing like a weird forest tree thing, shading in. Now a lot of this is also tinted from the other drawing, which you'll see in a second. For the deer antler aspect though, I give this one a 6. So overall, I'll give this one a 6. On to Medusa. Okay, I'm day 20, or 21, 22. This is day 23. I was upset on how this one did. I was proud of this one. I was like, yeah, let's go. Bang, boom, bada bing. I used the reference of Medusa bust. And I was like, okay, bet. I was thinking of Chaos because at the time I just watched Netflix season 1 Chaos with Jeff Goldblum. And I'm upset that the show got canceled. That's neither here nor there. Medusa, I was going to do 2 things. I was going to do super detailed snakes and everything like that. And especially with like her face. But then I was like, oh wait. The bust was like green marble. And so I used that to keep it all green. Like light green, yellow green. I did like super lime and emerald and forest green. And I was really happy with this. And then I did the back with the black. And I did these random blocks because I was thinking of like some random aesthetic pieces or whatever. I give this one an 8. No, an 8. I give this one an 8. Only because I feel like the face could have been done a little bit different, and then I could have accentuated more of the curtain that she was wearing, because it was kind of like, you know, Medusa seductive kind of sort of thing. I wish this one performed better, but it did not. And that was day 23. Day 24. Oh, I remember this. Okay, so this is the run of where all of my shorts. Oh, it wasn't recording. Hello? Oh, well, that's embarrassing. I just checked, and oh. Bro, this entire time I thought it was recording. I didn't even have the mic on. I apologize for that brief random time period that it wasn't doing well. See, I could go back and redo all that, but I'm not going to because I feel like my reactions won't be genuine at that point. But this is a brief stint of where I realized my short started tanking. Like, do I have my other phone on me? I have my computer back there to look up the stats. That's not here and there. All I remember is that the stats were not it, like, at all. This one, let me zoom in. It was Carousel. Where's my little light to give y'all some? There it is. Shine some light on this one. So, there we go. Let's not blow out the colors. There we go. Anyways, this one, the shorts weren't doing too well. This one was so detailed. I loved how this one came out, and especially doing the colors. It doesn't show that well on this. Oh yeah, let me zoom out a little bit. It just didn't do well. I did this as red, green, blue, yellow for the lights and stuff like that, and I put it in a snow globe. This one did poorly, but I thought this one was a 10 out of 10. This is, no, let me track. 9.5 out of 10. The globe was a little bit wonky and a little bit off-centered, but the carousel itself, I thought was freaking awesome. Didn't do well at all. That one, like, didn't do well at all. Voodoo doll, I did myself as a voodoo doll, and I was pulling homage to Little Big Planet, all the voodoo dolls I can recall seeing on like TV shows and stuff like that, of making it upon a person. I thought this was good. I thought the inking was right. I thought it did very, very well, and I borrowed some inspirations with the movie Nine. You know, the little was it a Tim Burton movie? I'm gonna have to put something right here if I'm correct or not, but I was using that and a few other references. I did the bun eye, and I got some Coraline kind of feel to it. I thought this was fantastic. Again, the short did not do well, and I thought I had a run of these doing fantastic, and I recall as soon as these stopped doing well, I was like, dang, 21. I didn't number these this time. I'm sorry. 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. Number 25. I thought this was fantastic. I'm upset it didn't perform well. I give this one a 9 out of 10. Nope. 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10. I thought this one just did so well. Like, I thought it came out so well, and it didn't perform well enough. Hey, Sheba. And Venus is coming in. It kills me because I know these are so good for what I was supposed to execute, but algorithm. Anyways, day 26 was the Tiki Idol, and I recall working at Disney, and I was in Adventureland. I remember seeing the tikis and at the tiki room where the birds and flowers sing. Anyways, I thought these were
I thought this one came out well. The only thing I did not like about this one, I think I made too many angular cuts, and that took away from the realism. And now looking at it, what, a month and a half later, this is severely crooked, I think. Let me see. This one straight up. This one, yeah, this one started leaning to the side. And I think it comes down to whenever I'm doing the recording, my tripod camera setup is this. So when I'm filming, and y'all have seen the shorts, it's at an angle like this. And so I'm drawing all these pretty much at whatever angle this is set up at. So I'm like looking at it like this. This one, I'm going to give this one the lowest. Second lowest, I give this one a 7 for both execution and whatever else I was rating it. I don't even put like a chart up. I just say a number, and that's what I'm satisfied with, I guess. Now on to the next one. On to the next banger, which y'all saw just a second ago. The Sugar Skull. You can't tell me this wasn't good. I did so much research. I sketched out so much. Now I'm looking at this and I see that this is starting to bleed over on it. I thought this was fantastic. I love learning about facts about these and creating these pieces, and I guess just getting my mind out on a paper and on the page. This crystal skull, sugar skull, crystal skull. I keep saying crystal skull because I think of Indiana Jones and the crystal skull, and I know it's a sugar skull. I'm so sorry for that AMR. And my drink's all the way back there. They're right there, so it's just tempting. The Sugar Skull. I'm not gonna give this one 10 out of 10. Because looking at it, appreciating for what it is from afar. If you look, when I did the coloring over it, the ink right here, the blacks did not appear as dominant. And then up here, I overlapped part of the black outline. This right here is slightly crooked. Like, lining all this stuff up. It would have done better if I would have made these slightly equal. These did not equal out. For example, I should have made this a little bit fuller. And then this line would a little bit quicker. Line a little bit further away, not as crooked. So this one I give 9. A 9 if I would do the outlines a little bit more, but inking is my least favorite, and that is where we are. And I think that was day 26, right? 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, day 27. Dang, this one's going by quick. How long have we been on? 13 minutes? Oh. Remember how I said like these were bangers for this set? This one. I actually am creating, I'm gonna have to zoom out on this one. This is a full page one. This is something abstract. Now, I was running into a mental block because I got requested and commissioned to do an abstract piece. And the only thing they said was a black, white, and red. 3 colors, that was it. And so I created like a really shoddy abstract piece. And I was just like, here, just do whatever with it. And they didn't like it at all. They wanted to go a completely different direction. They haven't gone back to me. That's another thing for another time. That's oil paint. Something abstract. I liked this one so freaking much. I want to create this on an actual canvas, and I'm going to probably end up doing it for like a short, for a 24x36. I'm doing it for the homie David. When I say I love this one so much, like I look at this and I'm like, bro, I would make this and have this up in the studio. Like, I don't want to move the camera, but I have giant canvases over here. I would love to make this one again. Let me explain the abstract of this piece right here. So, I used this person here as a juxtaposition for myself, and I have my eye wide open and kind of closed because I'm blind to some of the aspects of my art, creativity and everything. And this eye is open because I'm attentively aware of what I'm doing, but I'm not appreciating it. And so I'm all ears, but then this side of my brain is kind of like, dang, what am I doing about this? I'm gonna just keep a blind eye and closed ear to it. But this one's wide open and knowing what's going on. And I want to say something, but like my mouth is this gridded shut. Here is a pencil that is multicolored and all over the place because it just represents me just furiously like creating as much as I can, but also I don't know what I'm doing, don't know what color to need to be on and everything. So the pencil is just trying to figure out what am I trying to put down on this canvas or surface, what have you. Here is my hand, like my hand's just reaching into the void, and right here's a watch, and it's like I'm reaching out for something because I don't know how much time I have left or what I'm going to be doing, and if I'm going to be making these pieces and stuff like that, am I really going all the way out? Am I reaching for the unknown, or am I reaching for something that I am familiar with? And then my foot. Okay, so fun fact, on my main channel I've made a video of Godzilla tray, and I'm making another video right now, actually just off camera. But the reason why I've had time is because I actually got hurt on the job back in December, and it's been healing very badly, and to the point where I actually might need surgery. That's neither here nor there. So I put my foot in it because, one, I was like, well, because my foot, it's allowed me to give this time. And yeah, it may not be the most, it might not be the best idea, but it's what got me where I'm at. And also the foot, there's two of them there. My feet are what I stand on, is what my principles are, and just creating something, and maybe not even for the likes. It's probably just like to algorithms and everything. It is me standing on my ground, and it may be a little muddy, but it's just as long as you're confident in where you're going, as long as you keep standing and keep moving forward, then you're going to be good. You're going to be fine. The scribbles right here, and all that, it's just, I don't know what I wanted to do with this piece, and I was so frustrated that I had multiple ideas, and I ended up going over and over in circles, just trying to figure out, well, this is what it's going to be like, this is what's going to be like, this is what's going to be like. And then I ended up drawing more pieces in the same color because I was like, wait, why am I doing everything in purple? Purple's like, to me, it makes me think of, oh, you know, it's something that's healing over time. It's like a bruise or an injury that you end up getting hurt by, and now it's healing. And that's why, like, right here, I have one on my head and one right here next to my mouth. Not because I got hurt, but like in the physical sense. But I was afraid to start making videos again, so I was afraid of being on a microphone, kind of like this. And I was just like, dang, I don't know if I should really be doing this. Okay, we are recording still. Screen fell asleep. And then here is like my head, like that part of my brain is just, I don't want to say it's damaged, it probably is, but I was just so upset that I didn't do anything. And it took this literally, what, day 28 of creating this piece. But yeah, then in the very, very background, I know the color balance is really off. It's very, very light blue. Blue is very calm, very serene, and it was, if I remember correctly, the last thing I did actually. I got like the side of the pencil like this, and I just went. Let's see, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28. That was day 28. Day 29, and I'm upset at this one. I'm gonna have to pause in a second. This one. Sorry, rating. This one. 10 out of 10. Easy. 10 out of 10. The fact that I'm gonna make a 24 by 36 painting of this, yeah. Let me just pause now. We're back. Dad just came home. So, that was hot. I forgot. Let it cool down at least. Sorry for this long video and this all over the place. I'm so mad at this one because I've done this like 6 different times, or however many times I did this piece. I did not like this at all, to the point where I almost ruined this page. I think I actually ripped it too. Is this one ripped right here? I think it is. Yeah, it is. Yep, sure is. This one, the thing was Aladdin's lamp. I did not like this one at all. I redid the design like 6 different times, and I was just happy to get back to painting because it's been a minute. Looking at this one in particular, I should not have done these white highlights. I don't know what I was doing. I was probably trying to do some lighting, but if you look at this, the light's all off on this top part. This part right here is okay, but then there's like this thing here, and I was trying to do like white paint, then do like a hastily covered yellow background. This one, I give this one like a 5. Like, yeah, it looks like a lamp. That's cool, but like, this isn't centered to this. There's no differentiation to the lid. And then this just is like a weird bulbous thing. I know all lamps are different, but this just looks off. This one did the best. I hate the fact that this one performed the best because I don't even think this was the best one out of all these that we did. But I was in that lull, and then I remember, I think I was low-key shadow banned on YouTube Shorts, and then I ended up posting this one. And is it this one, the next few that like shot off? No, that one in particular was the one that just like took off. Wait, is that 10 already? Day 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29. Oh, okay. Day 30, and then we will be done. Thank you for so much for watching. I know this is a lot longer than it should have been. Ah, the Tooth Fairy. Oh my goodness. I ended up painting this. I ended up putting a gesso, and then I ended up not painting. I think I ended up doing color pencil. Yeah. This one. I love this one. I freaking love this one so much that I'm upset that it didn't do that well. Rating for this one overall was an 8.5 because I just now realized that the tooth, I did not cover the tooth or paint it right at all. That's frustrating. It takes time for me to realize that. And then his watch. I didn't paint his watch gold. I should have did that. I did a little bit, but not too much. I imagine that this Tooth Fairy has been in the business so long, and obviously I for some reason am thinking like Italian, like New York, like grungy Tooth Fairy guy person. I don't know, but it's a hurries up kid. I ain't got all day, and I imagine be like, hurry. I can't do a terrible. I can't even do an accent. Hurries up, kid. I ain't got all day. That was a terrible accent. That was just me like talking outside my mouth. The wings are a little bit small because I just thought that'd be kind of funny. He's in a white tank top, and then jeans and everything. Obviously, he's overweight, and hence like the belly is extended over here. Probably could have did like a little bit of the ascension right here over there to give like the pot belly look. Still, I like this one so much. The algorithm didn't like it, but I personally liked it. So out of these 10 drawings, out of all 10 of these, the number one out of all 10, can I say the abstract piece? I almost want to say the abstract piece, but if I had to like quantify it as something not abstract, it's top 3 would be Voodoo Doll Carousel and the Sugar Skull, because they're just so well done. But Sugar Skull is calling my name the most because it's just probably because it's the most detailed, and it's nice and so well. I think that's what it is. I think the Sugar Skull wins for the most detailed. Well, there we have it. That was all 10, day 21 to 30. Next week we will definitely have day 31 to 40. Yeah. Wow. Ew. I'm gonna end up running out of days, huh? So that means in 2 weeks I'm gonna have to do 30 to 40. Yeah. Because by then I should have enough to do the rest. Yeah. So there we are. Thanks so much for watching. And I know this is a lot longer than my other one was. I just had a lot of interruptions, and I was very vocal in that one. I'm trying to think. Oops, sorry. What is the sneak peek? I'm gonna look off camera real quick. Oh, that's this. That's these pieces. Dang. Okay. Day 31 through 40 is going to be very interesting. But let me go ahead and let y'all go. Thanks so much for watching, and I will see y'all in the next video. Bye.